To begin, we should start with some freshly ground beans. So I'm going to start grinding them right here. And then we're going to put our filter together by attaching the filter into the brewing chamber. I'm going to set this aside for a second. Okay, so let's pour our grounds now into the brewing chamber, and I'm going to use 6 scoops of coffee. And then the next thing we do is turn on our heat source. Now this is very important. We want to get the water to be up pretty hot before we put the brewing chamber. But let's make sure we have enough water. In fact, you can see I'm going to fill it up to the 6 cup mark, which I neglected to do earlier. Replace the cap so it steams faster. And we're waiting for the water to begin to roll, which happens at about 190 degrees Fahrenheit. We put the brewing chamber on together, wait for the brewing to go for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes have elapsed, we're going to take and remove the coffee from the heat source. And then we're just going to let the negative pressure start to develop. And once that happens, you start having the siphoning begins. And when the siphoning begins, you start seeing the coffee go from the brewing chamber down into the pot itself, mixing with what remained of the water. You always have to have that little bit of water left over, not only for flavor, but also so the glass doesn't shatter and explode. All right, you can see the coffee coming down into the chamber and the pot at the bottom filling up. Once the pot is done, we wait for the bubbling to start to tell us that, wait, our coffee's almost finished, as it almost sucks it dry from the top. In fact, you'll see the grounds to be quite pretty close to dry by the time this whole process is finished, which is actually remarkable. That's science for you, right? And the last of the coffee seems to have come as the bubbles seem to have settled down. Now what we're going to do is remove the brewing chamber. We have to pull kind of hard, but make sure we don't leave our stopper in there. I'll let that thing, you'll see it's almost totally dry, no dripping. And then what we're going to do is take the cup, our filling cup, pour the coffee in there. Be careful, it's hot. Try not to burn yourself. And then finish it off a little bit. And that is our coffee. It's made, ready to go, and ready for you to enjoy.